soon. I am a little bit early. I'm going to start spamming this in a minute. I'm a little bit early. Our aces are going to join us very soon. I'm just going to let a few of them join the lobby, and then we'll join. I've had to switch up the service in which we use for this because there's going to be a few more aces than normal. I think we're looking at about potentially seven of the aces joining, which is going to be quite fun and a little bit tricky too. So I'm going to just make sure that I've can see that it's all working, and then I will we can go through the celebrations. We made 10,000 subbies on uh, YouTube, and we're over 5,000 on Facebook. And Instagram's lagging behind by about 2,500. So yeah, doing really, really well. It's awesome. I'm going to go into the chat um, and just make sure it's starting to come through. And I'll just check YouTube as well. I can see that it's live on Facebook. So hopefully we get some people come in. Actually, I'll just leave that one off for a second. I'm just going to check this one. So if you're watching this on catch up, I do apologize. Probably skip ahead a few minutes. Yes, there we go. We got 7 people in the watching. So awesome. Oh, I can hear myself talking. It's probably not a good idea. So turn the volume off. So we've got a lot to talk about. Lots of celebrations. I see Rothgar and Oscar already in the chat, which is awesome. So is Mike as well. Hello to all of you. Those guys actually will be joining me very, very soon. I don't even know why I'm doing this early. I'll probably get them in short time, that's for sure. Good day, John. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, 10,000 subbies. Isn't it crazy? I'm just using my actual campus. Let me just adjust this ever so slightly. Let me see if I can move it. Okay, it's not moving. Hang on. In typical Christian fashion, this is probably going to be massive balls up. There we go. So let's try and get that. I'll just go down a little bit. Hang on. There we go. Hey, Mike is in. Massimiliano. Hello, celebration time. Absolutely, mate. I need to get the music going, start popping the champagne, although I don't really drink champagne, but we can pretend that I do. Yeah, awesome. Thank you for joining, as always, buddy. I've been loving your work on the Painting Panzers supporters page on Facebook. It's absolutely fantastic, I might add. So we're going to do a few giveaways. I need to actually get them out. I forgot to actually get them out. I'm terrible. The guys will tell you on Discord it's been a bit of a balls up. A bit of confusion from my end. So we'll get it sorted though, that's for sure. Let's have a look. So yeah, we're going to do a few giveaways. There's a few announcements. Actually, there's one major announcement at least anyway, something that a lot of you guys have been asking for. And yeah, really looking forward to getting stuck into it. Hi, babe. My wife is in the comments. Now shave that beard. Yes, I will do very, very soon. Good day, Ryan. Thanks for joining, mate. Thanks for being part of the celebration. I've launched a little bit early, but we're going to be getting the aces on very soon. So the interesting thing is I'm using a different company. We've got Restream that I'm using, and it's only showing me a few of the comments, which is interesting. Perhaps I need to exit out of this one and see if I can come back into one. No, okay, it's only showing some of me here we go. If I go like that one. No, okay, interesting. So that's not the best. That's okay anyway. I think most people are watching this on YouTube. Um, So yeah, I can see that the aces are in the stream already. We've got 3 waiting in the lobby, ready to go. I'll bring them in just a minute. I won't keep them waiting too long. It just seems absolutely silly. I'm just talking to myself at this point anyway. When there's a lot of people ready to jump in, I can see part of Mike's head there. Uh, I'll jump him in a minute. Hello, Trekking. Greetings from the home of sauerkraut. 10,000 congrats. Cheers, mate. I love currywurst. All right. So, not so you can keep the sauerkraut. I'll have the currywurst. Very nice. See the got to get these celebrations going. Oh, Mikey's off to get a drink, which is awesome. I hope it's an alcoholic one at least. If we're celebrating, knowing Mikey and his taste, it will be. Yeah, 10,000 guys. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, never ever thought it would get to this sort of level. It's nuts. Um, but yeah, we did it. We did it. And a lot of you have been with me for a long time trekking. You've been with me for God since the start of it. The Flames of War videos where it all started. Um, yeah, crazy. Currywurst is the engine of German industry. God, you got that right. The best currywurst I had was in Berlin as well. Very nice. Um, Although I don't think it was typical currywurst. Anyway, I had some in Perth, where I live, and it wasn't nice, so I'll stick to eating it in Germany. Well, I could be losing my driver's license not due to drink or offences due to a medical issue, so I've been in touch with my insurance company to get to see my GP before I contact the DVI, man. Oh, well, that's no good, John. Although, you know, alcohol isn't everything, I suppose. So if you, oh, no, actually, no, you're losing, sorry, I'm confused what you said. You're gonna be losing your driver's license. Okay, that isn't good. Um, yeah, well, hopefully you get some workaround to that. I really am sorry to hear that, but I suppose one good thing about the UK is there's pretty good public transport system from what I remember. But yeah, thinking of you, I hope you can get that sorted. Mike is having technical difficulties after giving me some shit in the Discord. Although no, I think it's one of the nice ones. Now we have a small army of painting panzers. Yes, aces. Yes, we do. We do. There's loads of aces now. Um, we're we're growing, guys. We're growing. I need to work out what I'm going to do from here. I need to start annoying someone so we can get down again. No, I'm only joking. Please stay with me. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a couple of giveaways, nothing too big. All right. So I'm sorry if you've come here hoping for a massive giveaway. It's going to be a couple of small ones. Um, but yeah, a couple of little giveaways just to thank people that are in the channel. So people that join the stream and commenting, so I know who you are, obviously. And um, and then yeah, we talk about and oh, it is. Other than that, I should probably stop the guys. I'll keep the guys names. I'll let Rob. I'll add them in as we go. So I'll go add these in. Hello, Rofgar.
Hey, g'day.
Hang on. Now I can't hear you because I've muted myself. I might need my headset. So this is a technical difficulty on my part. We're all struggling here. Hang on. Let me work this one out. Rofgar, why don't you introduce yourself again for those that don't know and don't know who you are, and I'll try and fix up things on my end.
Okay. Yeah, I've been painting and modelling for near on 40 years. Currently doing a lot of bolt action and things like that. Can you hear me now?
I can, mate. I've got you now, loud and clear. You're like, please stop, get it working, so I don't have to keep talking like he does, like an absolute fool. Yeah, so you're doing bolt action. That's awesome. And Rothgar is my 3D printing guru. I go to him for all my 3D printing advice, even if I don't like the outcome. He goes, I don't know what you're going on about, mate. I can't help you with that one. All right, so let's add in some more. We've got Ian joining us. There he is. G'day, Ian. Thanks for joining, mate.
What's up?
What's going on, man? You can't talk. You've got a cigar in your mouth. Hey, I love the B17. I think that is. It's hard to tell, but it looks like a B17.
No, it's my ashtray. It's a B29.
I love the idea of that. Actually,
it's really neat because it was built here in Wichita on the B29 assembly line with leftover bits from the B29 assembly.
That is cool. That is very, very cool. I like that a lot, actually. That's really cool. Good history behind that. All right. We've got another one. We've got a head. There we go. It's Mike.
Hi, guys.
How's it going, mate?
All good, mate. All good.
Excellent. What you've been working on?
Not a lot, to be fair. Just basically sorting out stuff. Obviously, we went to Warfare yesterday with Mikey and his brother.
Oh, yes.
spent a fortune, as you do. So I've
Well,
got loads of more projects to go.
when if Mikey can get into the chat and sort out his technical difficulties, then we can hear all about it from both of your perspective. We'll definitely hear yours.
Yeah,
But
yeah, definitely.
we got one more to join. Here he is, the Viking. How you going, mate?
All good, all good.
Excellent, excellent. Are you in a different room today?
Nope, it's still the same room.
Ah, different angle.
Yeah, I couldn't get my Android pad to work, so I had to borrow my wife's iPad.
Okay. I'll tell you what, the image is very clear. And maybe it's just I'm looking at on the actual restream, not on YouTube. Everyone's images is very clear. It's very nice to see, not all pixelated. But yeah, thanks for joining, lads. I think we had Aislinn say that she's going to be joining at some point, as well as Mikey, potentially Seti as well, who's just started his own YouTube channel, which I've promoted. I think I promoted it at least anyway on YouTube, or maybe I haven't yet. But anyway, we'll talk about it when he joins in. Yeah, we might get a couple more come in. I don't know. Really love to see Panzer Jim on here. We should quiz him about his 20 mil stuff. But yeah, great to have you all in here. We've made it to 10,000 with a lot of you guys being there for a massive duration of time.
All 9,000 of them are the bots that I provided for you.
That's a good man. That's a good man. But yeah, we'll have to see how everyone's going. It's going to be really difficult to work this out because I know we're going to be talking over each other and that. But how has everyone been? We'll start with whoever's on this side. So Rofgar, you can tell everyone how it's been, and then we'll work around that way from Ian to Mike to Oscar.
Oh, just put me in it. That's it. Yeah, no, it's been good. I've had we had friends over because we had a wedding last weekend, and they've been here most of the week. But I managed to get some decor work done on my British Commandos and almost finished them, and did a whole bunch of assembly and that on the Conflict 47 stuff.
That's awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. What about you, Ian? What are you working on, mate? I can see you painting away there, smoking away.
I've got one of the last few bits of my KNIL that I have yet to get around to, which is a second anti-tank rifle, because everyone swears they're good at bolt action. I don't believe them, but I'll give it a try.
Yeah, okay, nice.
The problem is that I only bring one, and I should probably bring like 7.
Yeah.
Double down on the terrible.
When's your next game lined up?
Later today.
Oh, nice. Nice.
If people show up.
Yeah. I'd be there. I just have to take a 24-hour flight, or at least that's what it feels like. What about yourself, Mike? Mike, are you there, mate?
Yep.
Sorry,
mate.
Hey, that's all right. I think you've already touched on it anyway, but just give us a brief rundown on what you're working on.
Like I say, I've just started doing some Arnhem Jeeps, putting bits and bobs on those, get those ready for priming. Finished my Panhard, which looks quite nice.
Nice, yeah.
I think the next thing I'm going to do is one of his Panthers, because I've got 4 of them to do. So it's
as I say, for those that don't know who he is, can you just give us a quick explanation of who you're actually talking about? Who makes these models that you're talking about?
All right, try and get his name right because I spelt it wrong last time.
I'm putting you on the spot.
Ron Cortez, and it's Coon Lane Models.
Yes, well done. You do a much better job than I would have.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But they're absolutely cracking sculpts, to be fair.
They are probably some of the best, I think. 28 mil, even as a 3D print, I don't think I've seen anything better in terms of vehicles.
They almost paint themselves, to be honest.
Yeah, I need to get some. I really need to get some more. Your work is superb as well. That Panhard is lovely. But anyway, I've got to stop getting all excited about your Panhard. You've got to make something else now. Move on now. Get something else painted up. What about yourself, Oscar? I love the shirt, mate. I love you repping the shirt. There you go. Logo on show. That's what we like to see. And Rofgar, I know I was going to mention you, mate. I was going to mention you. I could see it there. the other two, we'll just ignore them for now. Yeah, what are you working on, mate?
Well, I'm waiting for the commission to start. I have I put up my Napoleonics on the Facebook page from last time, and then I landed a commission job from an American guy. So I'm just waiting on the first down payment so I can start painting them.
And your post got a lot of hits as well, from what I could make out. People were very impressed with your work.
Yeah, I can say that's one of my most successful painting posts ever.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy with it.
It was well deserved as well, mate. Such a really good job. There's been some excellent stuff being posted. I mean, Mike's had a lot of hits with his stuff as of late as well. So yeah, we need to see more of Rothgar and Ian's work being shared, especially those KNIL. I want to see more of those. I'm so close to committing to getting some 20mm KNIL from Elheim, but I know you guys don't like 20mm, so we'll ignore all of that. I've got to stop talking about 20mm.
I can't wrap in the shirt until I have a shirt, Chris. Just saying.
Oh yeah. I forgot about that one, didn't I? Oh, I've really put myself in it there. How long have you been with me now as an ace?
I think this is the 3rd month.
Okay, all right. Well, it's coming then. It's definitely coming. Oh god, it's embarrassing, isn't it? Put myself in it there. Oh dear. So, Mike, tell us all about the event that you went to. Mikey, I can see he's having trouble. He keeps dropping in and out, so we'll see if he can get in. But you have to tell us all about what you've been up to.
Yeah, myself, Mikey, and his brother went over to Warfare yesterday down in Farnborough. That was a good day, to be honest. There was a lot of competition games going on. It was massive. A lot of display games as well, exhibition games. It was really, really good. So it's not so many traders, which was a little bit disappointing. But still managed to spend a small fortune like you do. Picked up a few bits I never knew I needed. It was a good day, to be honest.
And what about the tables there as well? Because you sent some through some photos, and they look amazing.
Inspirational is probably the best way of putting it. It just makes you want to sort of try a bit harder, to be fair. Sometimes you look at it and think, actually, why doesn't mine look like that? But it gives you the inspiration to get out there and research and do a bit better.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you guys, Rothgar, did you check out? Did you see those photos of the board? Have you played on anything similar to those before?
No, nothing like that. Most of my stuff's just been like a sheet with like books underneath and stuff like that.
I get it.
Yeah, you get that sort of stuff. And I've tried making up gaming boards, but I just don't have space to keep them. So
yeah.
But I saw those pictures and they're absolutely fantastic. I'd love to have a board like that to set up. Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't get bored of playing on a board like that. You could have it for years, couldn't you? You'd still keep playing on it. Oh dear. What about yourself, Ian? Have you played on any jungle tables that really like sort of took your breath away in terms of the detail that's on them?
The one that Sander put up at Crisis 2 years ago, that one was pretty awesome.
Yeah, okay. Have you got photos? I can't remember, but I do sort of remember
I have a
seeing
couple.
something.
I was really too busy playing to photograph stuff.
Yeah. I mean, for those that don't know Ian, he's mad about his Dutch KNIL, so the Dutch in the East Indies.
Only been waiting 10 years
mad.
for them.
Yeah, absolutely mad. So, it's got some great stuff. And I know you went over, you did a special pilgrimage just to get your hands on some, whilst the rest of us buggers have to wait.
I actually didn't expect him to give me anything. I really just wanted to go play on the table that he had and meet Sander. And then I also road tripped with a friend of mine that lives in France. So,
cool.
It was more about meeting the people and
of course, yeah.
And checking out. Like, I got the first-hand tour of France from a Frenchman. So that was fun.
Yeah, that sounds like such a good trip. And Sander seems like a really good, like the fact that he did that for you, knowing you're going over there as well. It was a really good thing. That's why everyone, likes him when they speak to him and, appreciate his work and stuff. And what about yourself, Oscar? Have you played on anything of the sort of tables that Mike was showing off?
A couple of years ago, I did when we had the Flames of War campaign in version 2. I know I think I wrote about it something in the Discord, because we have a guy in a group in Gothenburg who he doesn't really play. He just makes terrains. That's his thing. And he made a table for Stalingrad that was breathtaking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then he works as an electrician, so he have even made lampposts that you can light.
That's awesome.
On every corner on the board. It was really, really nice. And now I posted his new project. Now he plays a lot of 40K, so now he had 3D printed the whole Holy Emperor castle on Terra. And he had 3D printed, I think it's like 2 meters high or something like that.
Whoa.
So he does a lot of nice stuff when it comes to terrain.
That's crazy. How cool is that?
And I have some pictures when a couple of years ago we played I don't know if you know the game Ghost Archipelago. I don't know how to pronounce it in English.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, and he made a board with like small islands and the terrain and stuff, and with buildings and stuff. I can post some on the Discord later on, but it was stunning.
Okay. Man, yeah, definitely post some pictures. And for some reason, I'm envisioning a massive sort of Roman field that you're going to be doing for your massive armies.
I have some ideas. And I found a company that does really, really nice terrain for ancients in 3D printing. So I need the cash to buy it all.
Have you considered crime?
Yeah,
a couple of times. Just trying to get.
Sorry, I was going to say
you go.
No, sorry. There's always a second delay, isn't there? I was just going to say, and just remind us: is it Cannae that you're going for, or is it one of the other battles?
Well, Cannae is the big one. It's either that or Sama, I think.
Okay. Because if I'm not mistaken, Hannibal didn't have elephants at Cannae, did he?
No. He when he left Iberia, he had a lot of elephants, but I think it was only 3 elephants that lived after they reached the other side of the Alps.
Ah, okay. But for fun, you could add them.
Yeah, because you have the Battle of Trebia, and you have what's the name of the second one? You have 2 battles in the Hail Caesar rule book that you can play, which has elephants.
Okay. I'd like to know what the rules are with them in terms of, like, do you roll the dice, and if you get like a 1, they turn back and like run over all of their comrades.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, that'd be fun to watch. And see how that plays out. Man, I can't wait to see what you do with that. How far into it are you?
Not as far as I would like to be honest.
But you are doing commission work now, so you'll definitely find that you'll start adding. It's taking a little bit of time to make time for projects and that.
Yeah, and I realized if I now and then take small breaks and paint bigger stuff, it's more fun to get back to the smaller scale.
Yes, I find that too. Yeah, I know what you mean for sure. All right, I can see Mikey's waiting to jump in, so I'll get him in. Let's just make sure I'm not lying. Oh no, it's disappeared again. So I think he's having issues here. So yeah, that's interesting. I can't wait to see the photos and that, what everyone's going to be showing. Oh, I can see. Sorry, the thing here is he's still trying to jump in. No. All right. So with that said, what was I going to say? How many vendors and that were at the show? Because I know, Mike, you said that there wasn't too many, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I mean, I didn't count them obviously, but I reckon there was probably 60 or 70. But obviously spread across all the sort of completely different random stuff. So, you know, the catch your eye probably 6 or 7. The rest of them, you know, because it's not something that I game. Aztecs and things like that. It's not, you know, you take an interest, but it's not something that grabs your wallet.
Ah, yeah, okay, that's annoying. You think a big event like that, there would be a lot in there, right?
Well, Mikey went last year, so he's probably best one to say about comparisons. But he seemed to think there was a lot less there, vendors wise, this year than last year. So, out of the 2 shows that I've done, because I've only done 2 shows, Colours was the better one out of the 2.
Oh, really? Okay.
There was less games on the go, a lot less games at Colours, but there was a lot more vendors.
Oh, right.
So it was, you know, it was fun. It was almost like a bazaar. You're just wandering through, picking up bits and bobs, and think, you know, I can't live without that.
Ah, bloody hell. Well, I see that Mikey's joined us, so it's really great to have you, Mike. Your first stream. I know you joined us privately on the last one. He was being all coy and that. Let us know all about you, Mikey. I've got to get him right. Mikey and Mike. Mikey, let us know all about you, mate.
Not much for you to say, really. Be big in the hobby. I've been doing it for a good 20 years now. Mad about Arnhem at the moment and have been for a good 10 years. And yeah, like I say, I met Mike, and that's the first ace I've properly met now. And I'm trying to persuade my brother to join as an ace.
You're an absolute legend, mate. I need to hire you as the marketing manager. And for those that don't know, Mikey's a twin, so it's your twin brother as well, and you both game together, which is just insane. That's
Yeah,
so good. But I suppose being twins, you're aligned.
His setup's behind me now, so he's not here, but obviously his setup is just behind. So that's where he does his bits.
That's so cool.
This is where I do my bits at the moment.
I love the shelving, mate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So Mikey was being modest. He was saying, "Oh, you know, just doing a bit of Arnhem and this and that." If you knew Mikey the way we do on Discord, he's got a million of Arnhem related stuff. Not just models now. Now he's getting into books, and I'm sure military is next on the agenda. I think you've also got a brain gun as well from what you've shared. Although I don't know how much I can say with the UK government keeping an eye on you guys. But yeah, he's gone nuts with vehicles. How many vehicles did you buy of the Empress Miniatures Kickstarters or Hickstarters?
I think I'm at 18 Jeeps now. There's 2 more on the way, and then it'd be the Cooper wagons. So I think I'm going to go in for about the same with them eventually.
So you've pretty much got the full allotment that the British Airborne had at Arnhem then.
Yeah, not far off it.
And if I'm not mistaken, you're going for Bren carriers next, or was that somebody else asking that question?
No, I think that was me, to be fair. I've been trying to track down some airborne variants because they did strip them down to get the weight down. But there doesn't seem to be a lot out there. Warlord used to do them, but they discontinued them a good few years ago. So there's nothing floating around. So it's going to be a case of finding something and adapting it.
Oh, okay, yeah. You would have to make your own. What about 3D print? That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I've seen one, which, to be fair, it didn't look like it was particularly fantastic. But that's all I've been able to find so far. So the search continues. I think with 3D printing, it's just literally stuff coming out left, right, and centre. There's so many guys doing it. Some of it's fantastic, some of it's okay, and some of it's rubbish. But it's just finding something that you think, you know what, that'll look really good.
And have you found that as well, Rothgar, with your 3D printing? So I go to Rothgar with my 3D printing queries because he's a local lad and he seems to know his stuff. So sorry if I'm putting you on the spot, Rothgar. But do you find that as well with your 3D printing?
With regards to what? Sorry, just
like getting good ones, bad ones, like because I'm assuming you might look at a design on the internet or whatever and go, oh, that looks like a great print. You print it off and it ends up being like a bucket of shit.
Yeah, I mean, people put stuff out, and it's sort of scaled up from a very sort of like 10 mil model or something, and they scale up to 28 mil and say, "Here you go," and it's just awful. There's other ones that don't fit together properly, or the tolerances are too tight and things like that. And a lot of the time, you just sometimes they're simplified or they're lacking crew or things like that. There's a whole bunch of stuff wrong with a lot of 3D prints. Um, so I think I've said it before. Like when I go for my 3D prints and everything, I usually get buttoned up vehicles because then you don't see the crew or anything like that because a lot of them just lack it. And then going out and
Yeah.
trying to find crew members that will actually fit on those vehicles is a nightmare.
Yeah, and I imagine that Ian, you probably have the same sort of trouble with your KNIL, right? There's probably not a whole lot of stuff out there in the 3D printing world that focus on the Dutch in the East Indies.
There's Overvolwagens. Those are out there, and the two I have are 3D printed. I'm waiting on my other like 20 from Sander, but you know that's
Yeah, 20. Oh God, you're almost as bad as Mike.
nah, it's not quite 20, but I did order quite a few because in the last edition they were really good because they weren't open top. But they are now.
Ah, right. Um,
Although I've been using them
yeah,
lately,
okay.
the transport capacity is pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's interesting. And how do they perform in bolt action? Because is there any actual rules for that? I suppose you just use them as normal Dutch. I don't know bolt action,
No,
so
the Dutch PDM, they carry 12 guys, put a machine gun on it. And they're armored, so they're decent. Last weekend, my son was getting really tired of his Firefly just not hitting anything. And at one point, he's like, fuck it. Let me drive me closer. I want to hit them with my sword. And decided to ram my Overvolwagen. And in bolt action, when you ram vehicles, it's pretty much a dice off. And I won the dice off with my Overvolwagen.
No.
And I was this close to killing that Sherman with the Overvolwagen.
That's so cool. I love it, mate. Oh, that's so cool. All right.
I was shot at the next turn and hit and failed to penetrate somehow.
Oh yeah. We need to sort this out. Hang on, let's see if we can get like that. There we go. Ace is in the stream as well. Hey, Ace, thanks for joining.
Hi.
This is one of the latest Panzer Aces. Can you just introduce yourself for us? I'll call you Aislinn, but I know you go by Ace as well.
Yeah.
In case people are getting confused, just introduce yourself. What are you all about, and what do you paint and play?
Okay. Well, I am Ace. Well, Aislinn. I'm 29. I paint kind of everything. I started with like Warhammer stuff. That's what my dad started me on. Painting, fantasy or the 40K stuff. Just got into historicals not too long ago, so I painted a lot of like World War II Germans and started a little bit on the Japanese and obviously the US troops and a little bit of British. And then, also like, sorry, my brain is,
That's okay.
I just woke up not too long ago.
I've put you on the spot as
Um,
well. I do apologize. I probably should have given you a heads up. Hey, I'm going to be asking you what's the go.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Also like, Bronze Age, Iron Age, stuff from that period as well.
Wow. So you really do
Yeah.
cover it all. And I know from judging by the photos I've seen on Discord, you're a 20 mil fan like myself, or the 172
Yeah.
scale at least anyway.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. So we were just talking about 3D printing. Have you had much to do with 3D printing, or do you stick to your sort of like just plastic models and metal stuff and that?
I definitely enjoy the 3D printed figures. I don't like how they can be fragile sometimes depending on the resin that's used, but there are a lot of very unique options that 3D printing has that, if you want variety in your armies, that's an easy way to get it. is to mix everything up and, like I was saying, sorry, I keep saying,
No, that's all
but
right.
yeah.
It's okay. That's fine. I'm sure the guys in the
It brings
channel
a
will.
lot of variety to
Yeah.
the table, which I appreciate.
Yeah, that's cool. Now, I was going to say, I'm sure the guys in the channel will agree with me when I say it can be one of those things when you're talking to a camera, you sort of lose your train of thought for a second. And you go, what was I actually saying? And it's really hard on my end because I have to come up with questions for you guys about pretending that I haven't thought about this beforehand, because a lot of time I'm just winging it. So thanks. I think this is all we're going to get today, because I think we said there was going to be 7. So I'm glad that 7 have come in, because I was worried for a second there. But we got 7, which is the most we've ever had of the Aces. So I really appreciate you all joining. A bit of confusion and a good little bit of laughing before the stream started in the Discord on the Panzer Ace thing. But I wanted you guys to join me for the celebration. There's obviously we've reached 10,000 YouTubers, and you guys have played a massive role in that. By that I mean you signed up as Aces and you're supporting the channel, financially, which is amazing. And consider a lot of you, all of you, friends. So I feel a little bit guilty taking from you, but I really do appreciate it. It's really easy to say that and still continue to take. So I do apologize for that. But to celebrate today, I'm going to be doing a couple of giveaways. So for those that are in the channel now, we will some point or another, I'll do a little giveaway. So we've got a Warlord Games gift card. I'm going to be giving away a couple of Hungarians that I've painted. So you would have seen them in a video, 28mm video. And also the big news is the store is now open. So the actual Painting Panzers merch store, if you will, is now open. So I'll put the link in for those that are interested in getting shirts or whatnot. It seems a bit silly, but for those that are interested in it, I thought I'll do it. 10K was my goal, and we made it. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm going to put the link in for those that are interested. But I just want to say massive thank you, for being those Aces and for supporting the channel, for everyone else for supporting me along the way. It's 10,000, so I thought we'll celebrate in style. So I thought it'd be really fun to ask, and I'm really putting people on the spot here. And Rothko, I've got to start with you because you're the first one in the stream. What was the first video that you saw of mine that brought you into the clan?
I think it was actually probably I was just looking for painting bolt action commandos because that's what I was getting into the thing. I was looking around and found one of your videos. So I think that was it.
Oh God, I still haven't painted any commandos. Oh, I did paint a 172 commando, but
it's 172, but it was just a paint scheme to go off, really.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
I think that was it, because that's what I was looking around, sort of to getting into bolt action and looking at sort of the World War II British paint schemes and stuff.
I'm really putting people on the spot now because I want to see who was the earliest. So then, Ian, I already know the answer to this one, but it was the what one was it, mate?
It was your KNIL video because it was posted in the May 40 group.
Oh, so it's from the May 40 group. That's cool.
I think did Sandra share it or did you share it in that group on Facebook?
I tend to spam a lot on Facebook, which I know annoys a lot of people sometimes. But yeah, I think Sander did share it on his Facebook page, perhaps, and I might have put it in his supporters page that I think he has as well, if I'm not mistaken.
And I think he posted the link in one of the updates he did to the Kickstarter as well.
Yes, that sounds familiar. Yeah, it was very good. Sander's an awesome bloke. Yeah. And what about yourself, Mike?
I think it was the King Tiger because that was the first model that got me back into it all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it was. I can't rightly remember. I wouldn't swear to it, but I was watching loads and loads of things on YouTube, and I was getting frustrated because everybody's doing it differently and what have you. And the missus said, "For God's sake, just pick somebody to follow," and it was you. And it's been fantastic. Really
we haven't
good.
Looked back. We haven't looked back, have we, mate?
No, definitely not, mate.
That's awesome. And I think I know the answer to this one as well, Oscar. But yeah, what about yourself, mate?
Yeah, it was the Epic Hail Caesar Carthage Infantry, the painting video for that one.
And I think I commented on one of your photos as well, right? Before we really started speaking and that was the photo that you posted of your missus next to all the box sets she bought you. I still
Yeah,
love
well,
that photo. So cool.
it's a good one. Yeah, because I just got the all-in bundle on the pre-order when they released the Epic Hail Caesar, and it's the same as Ian said. I was just and Rothko said I was just looking for painting tutorials, and I find yours, and it was the best one, the easiest one to follow, to understand, the best. So yeah,
That's cool. Thanks, mate. Yeah, that's
and I've
awesome.
been there ever since.
Yeah, I know, mate. You've been awesome, and I know I've said it before, but those that don't know, the Discord was created by Oscar. Oscar created the Discord for us, and he just like literally like, here you go, here's the Discord. Like, oh, sweet, thanks, mate. I didn't know you could do all of this on Discord, having the videos automatically pop up and stuff like that. And I still don't know how you did it, so thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, I have to share some of the appreciation with my kids, because I didn't know all the things. I just I have 4 kids, as you know. I used to call them all in and said, hey, I want to do this. Show me how to do it.
Yeah, that's great. All right, Mikey, what about yourself, mate? You're on the hot seat now.
But I think you're going to guess what it is. It is the Denison.
Yeah.
That's sort of the first video I came across, and then what made me really join with painting panzers is just you are such a fantastic guy.
Cheers.
You know, you answer our questions. You're there for us. You know, you're just top bloke. So that's the reason why I've stayed and stuck around.
You're a legend, mate. You didn't have to do that. I'm not. I promise, I'm not trying to get praise. I just wanted to know how early and the scene that people were into it. But yeah,
He's
thank you so
sucking up
much.
to you for that free stuff, Chris.
I know, mate. He's trying. He's really trying. And what about yourself, Ace? Lucky last.
Well, actually, when I got into painting historicals, I was trying to find videos that were, like they explained how to paint the uniforms. So I had just typed into YouTube, how to paint World War II Germans, and I was scrolling through the videos, and yours was the one I picked. And then I watched kind of all your videos that were out just in the background while I was painting.
God, you must have been bored. No.
No, that's how I would like to paint. I've watched YouTube while I'm painting.
That's good. Yeah, I'm the same. Oh, not YouTube. I've been listening to Audible a lot lately, which is bad because it costs me money. It's crazy. So actually, I was just had a thought, Mikey. Which Denison one was it? Because I've got a million on my channel. I need to get rid of a couple because I've like saturated it with British Airborne.
It was the first one. It was the very first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I've got them figures. They're downstairs in my cabinet now. And I like to show them off and say my mate made them. And yeah, they're quality.
That's so cool. Oh man, you guys, a lot of you have been with me for a long while. There's very few of you that are like fresh. I think Rothgar, you might have been the newest one, if I'm not mistaken.
So 4 months, I think.
Yeah, in terms of from finding the channel, because I know Ace is the latest. Ace, or was it SETI? Yeah, so that's interesting. Please don't go and watch my old ones, my oldest ones, because they're awful. I want to get rid of those ones because they're terrible. But yeah, no, that's really cool. It's a question I've wanted to ask for a while, but I thought it was probably a good place to ask it. So yeah, I really appreciate that one from all of you, and it's good to know that my videos are still being appreciated. Some of those older ones too. Now, is there anything that you guys want to see? What videos do you want to see going forward? Any particular camo schemes or anything like that? We'll start with Mike. We'll go Mike up this time. So Mike, you're on the hot seat this time, mate.
That's a difficult one, that is. I mean, I know it's very similar to Oakleaf, but Plane Tree would be a good one for me, I think. I'm looking at mixing up my sort of German camos a bit and just having them sort of, because come the end of the war, they were wearing whatever they could find, to be fair. So I think Plane Tree would be one I would be interested in. Yeah,
that's one I've definitely got planned. I think it will end up in the book, but I'll probably do a tutorial on that as well. It's pretty much just Oakleaf, just blurred, really.
Yeah.
So it should be easy to do. What about yourself, Ace? Is there anything in particular that you want to see?
Not
You,
really. I mean, I enjoy all the videos that you release, and like we discussed, I have a wide range of interests. So really, whatever you come out with, I will have use for. So I enjoy it.
that's awesome. Thanks. And Mikey, you're not allowed to ask your brother. Only you.
No, he's just dipped in to go grab some gloves quickly to go and do some spraying.
I don't know which one's Mikey. Hang on. I think we got an intruder here. There we go. Look at them. It's a mirror.
Right, spray painting. See, boys, in a bit.
Right.
And ladies.
Who's the toughest one, Mikey?
But he's gone now, so me.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. So what do you want to see, mate?
It's a random one, but maybe some like DPM. I've just got myself some
Yes.
British Arm and the Rhine figures from Full Metal Miniatures, and I think you probably smashed them, if I'm honest. So I like to do that next.
Yeah, how do you rate those minis? Because I've never experienced them.
Yeah, I mean they're lovely figures, really nice. Mike saw them yesterday as well, and I highly rate them. The guy was fantastic. He's not the sculptor of it. I think it's a different chap. But the guy obviously sells the hard stuff in England. He's really helpful, really good. Threw in a load of freebies for me yesterday as well. So I've got some weapons teams, and so yeah, rate them really
awesome.
well.
That's really good service as well. It's always good when they do that sort of thing, throwing a little extra here and there just to show their support, which is great. What about yourself, Oscar? I have a feeling it's going to be Epic related, or maybe not actually, with what you've been doing lately.
Well, I know that you tend to paint more modern than I am, so I don't really have any.
Mate, I'll paint any era for you, as you well know.
Well, maybe try some larger scale, like a 54 mil or something like that.
Oh,
that would be cool.
You're really going to be testing me there. I did attempt the 1/35th scale Airfix German recently, and I got as far as base coating the uniform. I was like, I hate this. It's just too big. It's just too big. And the model is awful. It is just terrible. But yeah, all right. Okay, a bigger model. All right, I'll definitely consider that one for sure. And what about the Tin Pot Dictator? What's on? I think I can picture Indochina for some reason. It's sort of calling me.
I've got 4. Do I have time for all, or do I need to pick one?
You can have time for 4, I think. We'll let you have time for
4. So the first I'd like a guide for is how would you do pink? Because my wife wants to paint her Russians pink, and I have no idea how to execute that and make it look good.
Yeah, because pink's one of those colors that if you apply it, it's almost like a yellow, isn't it? Where the pigment, it's more pigment than I don't know what the correct terminology is, but you normally want to put like a layer of a lighter color, of a darker color down first and build up to that brighter color. So for like pink, I'd be going with like a skin color to start off with, maybe like a dark skin color, and then just keep building it up until you get to that really bright pink. It depends how bright that pink is as well. But like I do that on metallic colors now. So like, for example, with gold, I'll normally put like a deserty color or a sandy color or even like a khaki color down and then apply the gold over the top of it. And you tend to find that it makes it stand out a little bit more. That's what I found at least anyway. Remembering everyone that's in the comments and watching this on catch up and that, I am definitely no expert. I just sort of wing things, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't,
you're not an expert. What am I doing here if you're not an expert, Chris?
Well, hey, there's plenty of people that can paint better than me that are part of the community and have joined, even as a Panzer Ace. I mean, there's some good stuff that's been put out on there that I would rate higher than my own stuff. So, yeah, you guys are excellent painters in your own rights. All right, so that's number 1. So it's pink. That's for your wife. So I suppose you get 3 questions, 3 more.
So I'd like to see the frog skin the Marines wore.
Yes, that is something I've been meaning to do.
And like the green and the khaki variants. So I guess that's 2 in 1 sort of, but they were reversible.
Yeah, that is something I've been meaning to do. Yes, absolutely.
You were correct. I do want to see the French lizard pattern that they wore later in the war. One would be Ozcam.
Is Scott got a microphone set up in your ear or something? You must be like, come on, Oscam, to say Oscam. No, it's going to come eventually. I'm in Australia. I have to do Oscam at some point or another. I am going to be touching Australians. I've got some
Not
fantastic.
me.
No, models, Rothgar, models. Some Gringo 40s Australians for Vietnam. So we're going to be painting those up. I'll probably touch one this week, actually, that he sent me to check out. Gringo's 40 stuff is awesome and super underappreciated. But we'll look at those.
I really like their stuff. It just seems big compared to other manufacturers.
It is very big. It is very big. That is the only downside to it. It doesn't blend in with other 28mm companies, which is a shame. But his work is great, and he puts a lot of effort into making sure a range is complete. Or like by complete, what I mean is there's a lot of both sides. So it's not just like here's just one side and then a couple of figures for the enemy or whatnot. So yeah, he's an awesome bloke to deal with as well, Jed at Gringos 40. So recommend checking him out if you haven't. He does some very unique stuff as well. And what about yourself, Rothgar?
Honestly, I like some of the more simpler videos. Like you've got camo ones and things like that, but even doing sort of winter paint scheme for World War II trucks or something like that, or just even the base model colors for different eras, Desert War, things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could do early war, late war, British, French, all the sort of vehicles, just sort of how you'd paint them and sort of what color schemes they'd use.
Probably looks like it's a winter Matilda. It's probably out of focus as well. But this is an Australian Matilda that I'm painted up to be super. So it's basic. It's the bronze green, but super buffed down. So it's really worn because obviously the Matildas in World War II in the Pacific would have been very.
So it has the telephone on the back.
Probably not the. Actually, you tell me. It's not an Australian
I
Matilda.
can't see.
It's not an Australian Matilda. I don't think so.
No, they had a little box on the right-hand side rear, I believe it was.
There is a little box. I'm not sure if that. Hang on, I'm trying to get it in focus.
Like pretty much right on underneath the big fuel tank thing at the back. There would be.
On the back.
So the idea is you could stay buttoned up, and the infantry could spot for you and talk through the internal communications into the tank, and say, "Hey, elevate the gun, turn it this way, etc. Fire at that."
Was it an electronic turning turret or was it manual?
I don't know. I mean, the Matilda was like the longest serving tank in the war from the very beginning to the very end. The Matilda 2. I'm not actually sure. I'm sure they probably got one at some stage if they didn't have it.
Come on, being Australian, I assumed you knew this question. I knew the answer to this question.
Well, I mean, they served from the very, very start of the war and right until the end. So, I mean, probably by the end there was plenty of improvements, especially around the turret ring and things like that. But it's different. Like there was, I saw a photo from the museum just recently, and they sort of said, "Oh, this is one early from the British Expeditionary Force where the suspension's jacked up by like an extra 6 inches and stuff like this, which never happened after that."
I've lost my camera. Here we go. There we go. Oh god, I look like a ghost for a second. Okay, that's yeah. Okay, I am fascinated by a lot of the Matildas because when you see them, when you read about them in action in the Australian, not so much Africa for me, but when I hear about what they got up to in the PNG and stuff, I can only picture. I really want to do a frog Matilda as well because they just look so cool. I mean, they look pretty much the same, but the thought of it, this massive bit of metal with a flamethrower coming at you, it looks cooler than the Sherman with the flamethrower on it.
Well, the barrel was actually meant to look like a CS version, so that the enemy couldn't tell the difference.
But there was it was the tank with the fuel for the flame in. Was it also like similar in design than the tank that's on the back of it already?
No, it was actually internal.
Oh, really? I saw you could literally just paint a CS Matilda and say it's a
Yeah, you
frog.
can literally paint a CS. There was no external tank. It was actually all internal, and they had I think there was a couple of different versions, but they had like a gas pressure build-up system in them, and then they could shoot for a certain amount of time and distance, and then they had to sort of essentially reload by reloading the pressure. But it
Ah,
was all
okay.
internal. That was one of the good things about them, that the fact that it was actually that you didn't have to tow a trailer or have sort of tanks exposed on the back.
That is, I did not know that. Okay, so it is going to be a frog. That's what I'm going with. Good, 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 good. Because I went with the CS option because I thought, oh, CS gun would be cool. But I did not know that. That's very cool. Yes, the Matilda Flail, I think it is that. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but from Tom, that's a really good. It looks cool. I don't know how useful in combat that would have been. It would have been good for the infantry, not having to walk across mines, but
Yeah.
yeah, it looks cool though. So all those on bit. Actually, that gets us a good point for Mike because those little odd end tanks. I think you're a fan of those as well, aren't you? Like the AVRE and the bridge laying Churchill tanks and stuff like that. But
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love the sort of the different quirky stuff. I actually managed to pick up a Sherman Crab yesterday at Warfare, which was really good. Very detailed, quite brittle, I should imagine. So I'm going to have to make sure I don't snap any bits off. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming through that is just unusual, and that's the big thing about 3D printing. It's just opened it completely up to whatever people want to do.
How does the chain look though on the 3D print? Because the chain that I got on the Matilda, I've got Matildas on my mind. On the Char 1B is fantastic for a 3D print.
Yeah.
It was insanely good. Is it the same with your Sherman?
It is, yeah. I mean, I haven't completely unwrapped it because I don't want to do it until I'm ready to paint it. But what I will do is I'll unwrap it and put some pictures up on Discord. But it looks the nuts. To be fair, it really does. So
That's great. That's so cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is the crab the one with the big flail on the front of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
it does.
cool.
It looks good. To be fair, so.
I'm sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the comment section. I do apologize, but Tom's asking, could somebody tell me why the Brits or Commonwealth didn't use Shermans in the Far East? Well, the Brits did use Shermans in the Far East, but it was in the 45. I'm not sure about the Aussies, if they used Shermans at all. I know they used
I think they
Stuarts.
trialed them and didn't like them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the Commonwealth. Well, in terms of the Australians, I know the Kiwis had the Valentine, if I'm not mistaken. I'm assuming probably the Matildas. I'm not too sure, but I know the Brits definitely had the Sherman, but it was very late war. Oh, here we go. Somebody probably answered that. Matildas and Stuarts in theatre, which did a great job in jungle, so they stuck with them and grants. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Oh God, sorry. Got to catch my breath for a second. Here we go. All right, that's embarrassing. So, on the subject of 3D printing, Oscar, because you paint and do a lot with tiny scale stuff, do you find any of the 3D printed stuff is difficult to get for like your small epic stuff? And what I mean by that is, like, would you have a lot of things breaking? Because I think Ace has mentioned that I think it was Ace was mentioning that she's had stuff broken before. It can be quite delicate with 3D printing. Yeah. Have you found that with like smaller scale stuff with your 3D prints?
I don't have the 3D prints I have for the smaller scale right now is just terrain.
Right. So it's more durable, yeah.
Yeah, because I have so much miniatures that I need to paint before I get me more.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know a company that the company that made the terrain. He also made armies. He makes armies, and I am definitely gonna get me some of them because he does. I think he's up to like 10 or 15 different armies from the ancient era now for 3D printing in 10 and 15 millimeters.
Okay, that's cool. Because the other reason I bring this up is because I've just got some. I'm not sure if you guys will have heard these, but my friend Jamie at Little Lancers, he put me onto Wake's Emporium. They're like little 10 mil Lord of the Rings miniatures, but the guys like made the weapons super fat, so they look a little bit silly. But I'm assuming it's for that very reason, because if you have a 10 mil spear, it's just going to snap off. Even if you just sneeze on it, it's just going to snap.
Yeah, it's kind of the same way, because if you look, I painted some War Master a couple of years ago, and that's also in 10 millimeters. And I painted the Orcs and Goblins army, and the weapons for the Orcs are also super large.
Hmm.
Because if you do like a dagger or a spear or something like that, it would just break in that scale.
Right. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. So it's still. I suppose you could print it with. I'm not sure how it works actually. Could you print it with like a better resin to make it more durable, or is it just because it's so thin?
That's a good question, actually. I don't really know.
I can see Rothgar wants to. He wants to jump in. Come on,
No, I
get
was
me
just
out.
going to say, like, I've printed super thin parts and they work. I mean, I use ABS2 resin, and it's fairly flexible and everything. But if you drop them or whatever, they just snap. So if they're too thin, so
Hmm.
it's just one of those things. It's the same thing. Like you usually don't get resin kits from manufacturers with those thin little parts. They usually have metal parts that go with it and things like that, or plastic parts,
Hmm.
because they just break.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because when you see some of the details you can get already, even just on ones that sculpted on. But yeah, those little tiny ones are going to break. But you'd get that with plastic as well. If you went super fine little plastic, the amount of stuff I've broken on plastic scale model kits is not even worth mentioning because it always seems to break stuff. But yeah, interesting. I probably should invest in a 3D printer at some point, but it's another thing that I'd have to work on. It would just take me forever. Show of hands, who has a 3D printer? Okay, so there's three people that have a 3D printer. So it's
I
getting
have
very
three
popular.
3D printers.
Okay, so 6 3D printers. That's why you weren't. That's why you were quite happy to help me. I still really appreciate. I need to get onto those buildings, by the way. Yeah. Now I'm going to go on to 172 kits because I need to bring Ace in on this because she's a 172 guru from what I've seen. What is your favorite rated 172 kit? Now, what I mean by that is toy soldier style. So not like where I go on about AB figures and they're metal and they're beautiful, but what I'm talking about is like Airfix, Atalieri, Esky. Is there any same sort of thing, but any favorites or your go-tos if you see them?
I mean, I'm partial to some of the Mars stuff just for the different posing.
Yes.
But the Atalieri is always nice because, I like to primer them and paint them while they're still attached by their base to the
Yes.
screw
Yes. That's a
itself.
good one.
I mean, those are kind of my favorite when it comes to like the toy soldier type variety, and obviously, the like cuter little the metal figures, obviously those are better, but when it comes to those are kind of the ones that I'm looking for just because I've had good experiences with those in the past. Though Mars is kind of frustrating because a lot of times they'll have horrible flashing or like, where the mold has slipped a little bit and you have like the extra that you have to cut off. That's not fun. But
Yeah. So what about metals then? So what is your go-to for metals?
I really like the Eureka and AB stuff.
Yes.
Those are very nice. They're very nice. And then I have a few 3D prints of my, 20 millimeter World War II stuff as well, just because it's hard to find. In particular, I got this for my Japanese. It's hard to find command and medics for Japanese. So I went 3D printed for those.
Yeah, there's some really good 3D printed Japanese stuff out there, especially in the 28 mil market. So if
Yeah.
you can scale it down, then you can get some lovely stuff. I saw a Kickstarter not too long ago. That had some great Japanese that were 3D printed. I can't remember what the company is called now. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, so, and Mikey, I've got to ask you, how do you find the Arnhem Heroes Jeeps? Because I had some of the Jeeps, and I must admit, I wasn't a massive fan of the Jeeps themselves. Like the metal storage and stuff is great, but how did you find cleaning the resin bodies?
A bit of a pain, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
But for me, they're just easy to tart up.
Yes.
You know, you know, as soon as they're cleaned up, you've got so much space to add your own bit of kit to it, without all the little like the bolts and stuff in the way of things. It was just, once it's cleaned, it's a dream. But before that, you look at it and you think, oh my god, I've got a lot of work ahead of me now.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Maybe I was just being a bit too quick. I was a bit like, oh no, I'll get the Warlord Games Jeeps and I put the crew in that, and then I sold them all, and then I realized the Warlord Games Jeeps are exactly the same, right? They're a resin as well. They're not a plastic kit.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Is there any 3D printing options out there for British airborne Jeeps, or is it something we have to get Ron onto?
I've not seen any good options at the moment, if I'm honest.
No.
But Mike, the amount of stuff that you're going to be buying from Ron, can you have a quiet word to him? Do we want Jeeps?
Yeah.
Carriers?
Yeah, I'll drop a word. Yeah. Brain carriers comes first.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Can you ask him to do some 20mm ones as well? Oh, I suppose I can scale it down anyway. Well, I won't be, but I can ask somebody nicely to scale it down for me. 3D printed version, at least, anyway.
I'm waiting for his Tiger tanks. That's the next one.
Yeah, those look nice. The early version as well, right? If I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
it was the early version.
Yeah, he's doing, I think, 6 different versions.
Because he does some with the tarp, some without the tarp, some with storage, some without storage, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's an
He's
infinite
great.
amount of combinations, to be honest. But yeah, he puts a lot of work into it, and it shows.
Yeah. I just saw in the comment section, Oscar's getting some love for the beard. I saw a little smirk as well. He loves it. That's the
The beard I aspire to.
Yeah. I'm getting close to you guys. Look at,
Yeah, but your wife
this.
just told you to shave it a second ago.
I know. She's
That's how I keep
been
losing
on a
mine.
bit. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh God. I can't believe we've already gone through like an hour now. It's crazy. So let's catch up with the comment section. So I think Seti's trying to join us as well. So that'll be 8 of us on here. It's crazy. I couldn't believe we've grown so much. How many aces are now? I think somebody worked it out the other day.
I saw your latest video popped up and on the screen because someone mentioned it in the channel, and I just counted the ones that are listed on the screen. It was 14.
14.
So you probably know better than me.
I'm just going to have a look.
How many there were in the Discord?
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, we have lost one though, so we've gone down to 13. But still, 13 is way more than I thought. I thought no one's going to be stupid enough to pay $15 a month for this content.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
Yeah, and I can say I'm still really annoyed that I'm only the second. I'm not the first ace.
Ah, no, you meet every time. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You might be able to claim that spot one day. Who knows? Oh, actually, sorry. I'm trying to get Seti in. I've sent him the link to the shop, not the stream. He's probably going to be going, this guy's trying to get more money from me. Here we go, mate. It's been a balls up today, I tell you. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I demand a refund. This is ridiculous.
Oh, well, you love it. That's why you guys are here, right?
Yeah.
So, what time is it for you, Ace? Because I think you're in Cali, right? So you'll probably be the earliest one up.
Yeah. It is 6 o'clock now.
Wow. Okay, you're dedicated. That's awesome.
Well, it helps having a 3-year-old that wakes you up very early every day.
Yeah. Is he painting?
He wants to. He wants to paint. Whenever I have any of my stuff out, he'll come over and he'll sit next to me and he calls them dudes because he doesn't know obviously what they are exactly, but he's like, "You're dudes." So I'm like, "Yeah, I'm painting my dudes right now." And he's like, and he'll start reaching in to try and, get them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think if I gave my son half the chance, he would be up on it. As it is, he's already anytime he sneaks into the room and he has a big laugh when he gets in. Yeah, he's cheeky like that. Oh, they're
Hey,
cool though.
buckets of toy soldiers are cool.
What was that, Ian?
I said buckets of toy soldiers are cheap, and you can get some
That's a
of that
good
craft
idea.
tool thing. I mean,
That's a good idea.
James Viola, is that his name? Yeah, his channel is all about painting toy soldiers.
Oh, James Viola, yeah, he's
Yeah.
awesome. And I think we're going to be doing a live stream together on Saturday, perhaps. So you have to, it'll be Sunday again.
Isn't he an ace? Why isn't he in here?
No, he's not an ace. No, he's not an ace. He's a commander. Oh, Seti's joined us. Hang on. Let's see if we can get him in. Oh, no, he's gone out again. He's dropped out again. He's having your troubles, Mikey.
So it was a bit of a palaver, not going to lie.
Yeah.
What I'd done is I'd blocked the microphones. I had to go back and go back on the browser, clear the cache, start it all again, then do a different website to go on to. Oh, it's just a nightmare.
Sorry, mate.
But made it.
You made it. Great. It's great to have you on, mate. Great to have you on. Oh, I think he's trying to jump in again. Let's see if we can get him in. Hello, Seti. Here he is. Now that looks like a proper workstation.
Oh, it's a bit messy.
No,
a
not
lot messy.
Welcome to the live stream, mate. Thanks for joining. I hope your little one's all right as well. And
No,
just give us
it's
a
fine.
brief, give us a brief intro, who you are and what you're up to.
Well,
oh, we've lost him. Does somebody want to fill in for him? No. Oh, we've lost another one too. Oh God, we're dropping like flies now.
Oh.
It's a terrible stream, I tell you.
Chris, what the hell?
Oh, I can hear people trying to jump in and out. Here we go. He's back. No, he's gone. Oh dear. You only get you only come here for some comedy. Oh, Mike's joining again. We might get half ahead. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Yeah, there you go.
Hello, mate. You're back.
Don't ask me what happened there. I just, 1 minute I was there, next minute I was gone.
You should have heard what Mikey was saying about you.
Oh, shocking, mate. I can imagine.
Live as well. Oh, we've lost Seti again. He's trying. Yeah, crazy. So Ace is up at 6 o'clock in the morning. It's coming on 10 here, and I constantly complain, I'm having to stay up till 10 o'clock at night. But I promise I go to bed at like 8 most nights now. Hey, Seti, you've joined us again. Hello, mate. Can you hear us?
yeah, really. Internet's not the best out here.
Yeah, you're having a bit of technical difficulties. It's okay. It's part of being an ace here is you have to have technical difficulties at some point, or in my case, most times.
Am I there? Oh my God.
Yeah, you sound like we can hear you now. Can you hear us all right? It's like talking to the one of the space stations to get through. I think we've lost him again. That's a shame. All right, we'll try and let Seti sort himself out, and then we'll crack on. So, oh God, I must get back to the comment section. Is there any comments that have stuck out to anyone other than your beard, Oscar? You're not allowed to use that one again. All right, we've heard the beard.
Okay.
You've been
I
complimented
can't
on
see
that.
the comment section, so I have no idea.
No, I can't see it either.
Oh, so what I normally do is have the YouTube bit up on the side, so I can actually try and show the comments. I'm not sure if they're coming through. Hang on.
I'm also on my phone, which is like.
Display here. I probably can't do that. It's going to move. I see Mikey's been commented in there. See, he's all over it. So we've got quite a few in the comments section. Thanks everyone for joining. I'm really, really sorry I haven't been keeping up with the comments section. These people were keeping me talking, I promise.
Yeah, I pay
So
for your
that's-
attention, so pay attention to me, damn it.
That's enough from you. So what's on your workbench, Chris? If you're referring to this one, Tom, this is I call it my junk bench, but there's not actual junk on there. This is for my newborn that's coming. This is his name that I'm doing up for my wife. She has these great ideas, and they are genuinely great. I'm not being sarcastic. So doing like a Toy Story style nameplate for him. His two brothers had the same thing. But other than that, just a load of junk. We've got Ionic paint sets, we've got Warlord Games starter armies, we've got Rourke Striff, we've got a camera box. I don't know what that's doing there. The camera's been with me for 6 months. I can probably go. A ton of AB figures. It probably weighs about 10 kilos. I'm not sure what that is in pounds. And then on this workbench, I've got 28mm Germans, 20mm Germans, and a Matilda tank, Soviets, Zulus, Crusaders. So I do mix it up. It's not all World War II, guys, all right?
Hey, do me a favor and paint one of those Soviets tank and then show me how to do it.
The which tank? The Soviet tank. I did do a Soviet tank. I've got a couple of Soviet tanks. I think one with the airbrush and one just with a rattle can. But I must do more painting, brush painting one. Panzer Jim has inspired me to do some brush painting stuff. So yes, a fair bit, Tom. Let's see who else is saying. Seti, your internet isn't doing its job. I'm sorry, mate. It was good to have you in momentarily, but if you sort it out, definitely jump back in, mate. I think Mass is in Italy, so he's saying it's 3 p.m. there, which would make sense, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Oscar's beard. I mean, yeah, the beard's great, but Ian's trying to catch you there, mate. Have you got? You need the ponytail as well. Didn't they have the like ponytail, the Vikings as well? The like long hair as well in the back there.
Yeah, that one doesn't grow as well.
No, damn it! Just borrow some from your wife. Just stick it on the back there.
Yeah.
I know the feeling. I'm losing it all on the side. I have to brush it forward to hide it. See, like brush it all forward.
Well, I actually still have a full set of hair. I'm just shaving it for aesthetics.
Yeah, it makes you look more Viking-like. You can put that helmet on. Let's see what else we got. So Wargaming History, Matt. He's saying he has 3 3D printers as well. So Rothgar, you're gonna have to up your game. You need a 4th now to compete. What we got here? No, just a lot of chat with Mikey and stuff, which is awesome. And then we go back to the Civ. Okay, so it's not some questions in there. So as I said, for those that have commented in the stream today and the Panzer Races as well, of course, you guys are automatic. We're going to go into the random draw. How the hell am I actually going to work this? I need to remember who's on it. I'll have to watch this on catch up. But yes, there will be some draws and I will get into contact with people privately. Or should I just do it now? How am I going to work this though? But what have we got? I said previously, we've got a couple of painted Hungarians that are going to be given away. I'm going to have to get them out of the display case, though. And that means you guys are going to have to see my Star Wars shorts again, which is pretty embarrassing. Although, can I?
Yay!
Oscar's like, yes! Let's see. Hang on. This one. Maybe I should give away the KNIL as well. There we go. No, I'm not going to do that. All right. Oscar, you didn't see the shorts, did you?
No.
Thank God. All right. So we've got the 2 Hungarians. They are going to be going to somebody. Again, you're probably not going to see them, are you? This is. I probably should have took a photo or something. Hang on. Let's see if I can. This guy with a cool top hat. My finger's covering the top hat, but he's got a top hat on, all right? Take my word for it. You'll see the video on the Hungarians. They're going to be going to a good home. To one of the people that have commented in the live stream today to celebrate the 10,000. There's also going to be a Warlord Games gift voucher or a gift voucher. It doesn't have to be Warlord Games. It could be for AV figures or whatever. Not even AV figures because I don't think they do gift cards. But you know, you get the gist. You'll get money, right? And I may also give away a shirt to somebody as well if they're interested in one. Obviously, Panzer Races, you're going to get one for free unless you want a second one, by all means. It's slightly different style. Slightly different style Panzer Race shirts now for the newbies. So Ace, Ian, Seti, and stuff. You guys are going to be getting a different style, very slightly different, more colors. a light grey added there. So lucky you guys. But yeah, that's probably where we're going with the giveaways. So yeah, please do comment. I might do a couple more painted stuff. If I do, I'll let people know. I just can't think of what. Maybe a 15mm stuff, because I know I've got a lot of 15mm fans, and I never include those in this sort of giveaway. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. This is all for the 10,000 subscriber celebration, obviously. Although it's not been much of a celebration on my end, because there's been lots of issues, but we'll get there. So what have we got in the comments section? It's based on Sven Hassel character. The wire-hopped hat is in the box. I think this is also the gendarmerie for the Hungarians as well. It was their uniform. From what I understand, I know nothing about Hungarians. This is what Warlord Game have it advertised as. So I could be wrong there, but I'm not sure. I think somebody bought all my British Airborne. Otherwise, I would have said that British Airborne might go to a good home. Maybe my Dick Winters 101st Airborne. Shall we give that one away? Because that's just sitting there collecting dust. I'm never gonna. There we go. All right, so Dick Winters will go as well to somebody. So somebody in the stream, the classic Band of Brothers post again the video online. So if anyone wants this, comment below, or obviously the aces don't have to do anything. You just guys have to look pretty. And you guys will go in the draw for that one as well. But yeah, I'm really just offloading stuff I don't want anymore. No, I'm joking. I love the Dick Winters mod. I think it's a bloody thing. So there is Airborne there. We've got US Airborne. We've got some Hungarians. So sorry if you don't have Hungarians, but you're going to have to buy some more. And yeah, a gift card and a potential shirt. But it doesn't have to be the shirt. We'll see. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone joining. Is anything that anyone wants to talk about or ask whilst we've got you all here?
No, just congratulations, Chris, mate. You've done it, mate. 10K.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, I know. Crazy. Unbelievable. I'm glad that it's really fun that it worked out that it was a Panzer Race stream too, so I could celebrate with good friends as well, which is awesome. Yeah, 10,000. Is anyone else going to be making up a YouTube channel anytime soon?
Absolutely not.
Too busy painting.
What was that? Sorry, Ian?
I have one. I've just never posted anything on it.
Okay. Rothgar's kept quiet. He's like,
No, I actually shook my head, but because
okay,
talks at once. I've actually got this camera and everything is actually all set up on my painting desk to actually record things. Because I had an idea probably about 12, 18 months ago. If I recorded for, I don't know, like Twitch or something like that, at least then I could keep myself to a schedule and actually sit down and paint for a couple of hours every night. That never eventuated. Life got in the way.
Yeah, absolutely. You should do it, man. I would help you as much as I can do. I try and encourage people to do it if they want to do it, and like we all try and help each other out. I had a lot of help when I first started. A lot of people. Jake, who's a Panzer Race, he has his own channel, like a Foresight Gaming, helped me out when I first started, and a lot of others that I could be here for ages mentioning it, or companies as well. So I'd really recommend it. It's very rewarding, but takes a lot of commitment. But then you get people like this, you know, all of you guys in the stream. It's just insane. I barely have a couple of friends, let alone to say that I've got 10,000 people that like the channel. So it's amazing. And yeah, don't forget Seti's channel. So he just started one. It's called My Dad's War Room. I'm going to leave a link in the channel for those that don't know about it. He's only just started, but yeah, give him a like. Actually, if you want to put it in the channel, that'd also be very helpful, because it saves me going to my subscriber list on YouTube to get the link. But yeah, definitely go check him out. He's got some great stuff. He's looking at his British Airborne. His first video was about his British Airborne. So if you like British Airborne, Mike, might be worth
definitely
like there. Although I think, Mikey, you already have from memory. I think I saw you saying that you were sharing it for him, mate. You're an asset to the community, mate. I tell you.
I gave it a look.
Hey, there you go, Rothgar. You got an Aussie as well. There we go. That's what we like to. That's what we like. All right, cool. Well, yeah. Oh, we've still got 5 minutes. I'm finishing up early. What's going on here? I'm ready for bed. What's going on? 5 minutes. Got to think of a question. Oh, actually, I've not a question. I've got something to show. So I've been passed down a few bits, and for those that know, this might be helpful. So I've got a load of World War I medals. For hopefully people might be able to help me along. They're nothing. I just think they're generic sort of medals. But some people might be able to tell me what they are. Because it saves me doing the research in a minute. So I think this is just a generic sort of World War I medal, right? The 1914 to 18. This is for the Brits. So Mikey might be able to help me out with this one. And then we got another one here. Do you know this one, Mike?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Something about civilization or something. It goes to 1919. You probably can't see that on the back there. All right, that's fine. I think. Oh, this one's.
They all kind of look like blobs.
It's the 1914 to 1915 star.
1915 star.
Yeah, 14 to 15. That one is.
Okay. So I wonder what that would have been for. Now, this one I don't think anyone's going to know because I think this is for... No, that one's not even worth putting on there. And then this one, what's this one? Grand Lodge of England. Okay, I don't know. That's not a medal. I don't know what that is. Okay. Anyway, cool. That answers that question. But in that, there's a couple of photos. So we've got, if anyone can work out what aircraft type that is, you win the money. I think it's some sort of like bow fighter or mosquito, or I'm not exactly too sure. It's definitely, but it's 4 props, so I'm not sure what that is. We've got a regimental photo here, but then we've got this one, which is quite interesting. So I believe he was in the tank corps, and I'm pretty sure it's a brain carrier or a universal carrier that's behind that flag. And a couple more bits, but yeah, all right, cool. Thought I'll just show everyone. That's what I got today from my dad. So I'm very, very grateful for that. Put to good home. Or do I do my research?
You have to bring up some pictures on the Discord of those.
Yeah, I will, mate. Yeah, because I know you'll be able to look at them in a lot more detail for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very happy with those. Nice little thing to pass down. They've definitely seen somewhere. They're very worn. But yeah, very cool. Very cool. Oh, well, that's taken us through almost to the end. So yeah, there's nothing else anyone wants to talk about or ask. Is there anything anyone's looking forward to, miniatures wise?
My wife
Well, I've
wants
already
to
mentioned the
see
20 Emerald Tigers.
when it comes. She has demanded it.
Sorry, Mike said about the tigers. Yeah, from Ron. Sorry, Ian, what was that?
My wife wants to see your newborn in miniature form because she loves babies. So you have to play with them.
Oh,
so
I will. I'll put them on Discord for sure. Yeah. So for those that don't know, this is going to be I think it's going to be my second last time. I might do one more live stream for the end of the year, but that'll be next week. And then after that, my newborn is going to be due literally like 2 days later. So yeah, it's going to be all systems go. Can't wait to see him and hold him, and I'll take lots of photos for you guys. I need to get him a painting Panzers onesie. That's going to make my wife really happy. But yeah, really excited for that. It's going to be a little bit quiet, so I'm not ignoring people, I promise. I try and reply to as many people as I can do, and I do apologize if I miss anyone's comments and replies and stuff. But I try my best to get back to people. So I'll probably be posting, but I won't be replying as much, especially like the work in progress Wednesdays and stuff. There's no way I'll probably have time to reply to all of those because I try and look at people's pictures and I'm just like giving a generic reply. I try to actually see what people are working on and such. So I'm getting all my excuses lined up, right? But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to the aces that have joined us today. Thank you all to all of you guys. I really do appreciate it. I keep saying it. It's embarrassing, I know. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Don't leave when I say it's the end. It's not really the end. All right. Last time I said it's the end, everyone left and the live was still going on. Stick on because I think we were talking for like an hour last time when this ended. So stay with us. Don't leave just yet. But I just wanted to say thank you to everyone else in the stream. Thank you all for joining. Sorry I didn't get to the comments section. I will look at that. There is a link to the shop. Again, I have to keep promoting this now because it took me 10 minutes to make. We've got a link to the shop. If people want the shirts, they're there. There's a couple of options if you want just a normal one or a premium. I don't actually know what the premium feels like because my samples are still on the way. But there is a couple of options if people want them or not. They're there. People have asked for them in the past. That's why we've done it. But yeah, 10,000. I thought it was worth to do a shop. Link to that. And yeah, the giveaway, I will reach out to people somehow on YouTube and such. I'll tag your names in the video. So just make sure you've left a comment in the live stream and we'll get all those presents and gifts out to people this week. So I'll do it pretty much once this stream ends.
There's a comment in the thing. Kangaroo78 wants to know where he gets the Discord link.
Okay, thank you for that one. So to get the Discord link, buddy, you have to become a member if you haven't already. If you have done and you're a tier 2 up, then you get access to Discord. So it's a little perk for people that are a part of the community, the paid community, if you will. And we can talk on Discord on that. And Ace has been keeping the voice channel alive for us because it was pretty quiet before she joined. She's been keeping it alive for us. Even last night, I was like, I'll just jump in the voice channel just for 10 minutes. And Ace was straight in there and was like, oh no, now I've got to go. I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, there is a voice channel. I didn't know that either until Rothgar and I were speaking on there about some 3D printing stuff he was doing for me. And yeah, she's keeping it alive. So thanks for that, Ace. You're trying to get people engaged, which is awesome. One final question before I leave. Actually, I've got to ask this. Mike or Mikey, were you representing the shirts, or was it too cold at the expo?
Oh, it's too cold, mate. To be fair,
It was cold.
I saw you guys were inside.
Yeah, it's definitely investing in a sweatshirt.
All right. No, I was hoping you'd be able to tell each other off. Somebody would get told off, but no, all right, that's a shame. Maybe next time. All right. Thanks everyone for joining. Remember, guys, don't go. Thanks everyone for joining the stream. I really do appreciate it. I'll be able to answer all your questions and stuff next week when it's just me. Unfortunately for you guys that have to put up with just me and don't have everyone else to ask questions. But yeah, I really appreciate you all joining, and I'll speak to everyone next week. See you guys.
Cheers.